Vlatko, so the big story here locally, obviously, with Becky Sauerbrunn coming home, having her 200th cap celebration. What does having her around mean to this team? And you've been around her a lot of her career too. What does it mean to you?
Becky, Becky's an amazing person, and I've had a chance to work with her on and off for about 10 years. And from day one, we could see the the type of person she is, the type of a leader she is, and on top of that, amazing player. So it's been an extremely great experience for me personally, and honor to be able to work with her and have at least a small impact on her career.
Large impact.
Let's go to JT because I didn't let him ask questions online. He got mad at me.
I did not get mad at you, but thank you, Aaron. Vlatko, two for you, in fact, I guess, to make up for it. The first one is you've got Lynn Williams, Trinity Rodman, Alyssa Thompson, potentially others on the left wing depth chart now. How do you rank the depth chart at this point? And second of all, we know you're going to scratch 3 players tomorrow. Do you know who they are yet? Would you perhaps mind telling us?
Yes. So first, going in with the depth chart will probably change a little bit for unfortunate reasons, and we'll see who's going where, who's going to be slotted where. Even though we have pretty good idea of where the players are at and their abilities, we're still going to have to look a little bit deeper because no one expected what happened in the last game, and we're gonna have to go back and rewatch lots of games and lots of trainings and see who fits where and how these players are gonna help us in different moments to be successful. I can tell you, one of the 3 players that is not going to be dressing will be Rose Lavelle, and Rose got a little knock during the game, during the first game, and she's good. Obviously, she finished the game 90 minutes, but this is not a moment for us to take any chances. And even though Rose was not happy with the decision because she felt like she could play, we think that it's a good opportunity for us to see other players and in same time be very very safe and with Rose.
Steve.
Vlatko, how's Mal doing? You guys didn't come straight out and say she's missing the World Cup, but given the extent of her injury, what can you say on that front? And then part 2, with her out, does Rapinoe now have a greater role, you think, in playing time moving forward?
Yes. So first, Mel is doing good. She's doing honestly, she's doing better than I thought, and she's stronger than me. Let's put it that way. I had a chance to talk to her, had really good conversation, and even before we knew what the injury is, when she was walking out, she had this big smile and on her face and said, "Coach, I'm fine. I'll be good." And then when I talked to her after that, she was really good, and she was very thankful for all the support that she got from the staff, from players, and outside of the environment. And she said that all she wants is for the team to be successful, and that she's going to be our biggest supporter. So very very good mindset, very good mentality, and she has things planned right away. How in terms of the timeline of how everything is going to play out for her from the rehab and medical side of it. So very she's in good place, as good as she can be at this moment, and we're we're gonna miss her, but in same time, like I said, Mel wants us to move on and be successful and do it right for her. And to answer the second part of the question with Pino, the first thing for Pino is we wanted to be back healthy. We want to see her back on the field, and just like the other players that we mentioned earlier, she comes in the play as well.
Steph.
Vlatko, last game you talked about how Soph Smith was able to move left, and she makes that really good combination with Crystal Dunn and Lindsey Horan and whoever's in the midfield. How much does this, Swanson rearrangement impact, like cascade through the team? For example, does it impact, when you're looking in those wing spaces, what you're looking at from an O'Hara or a Kruger or a Sonnet or a Huerta or a Fox?
Yes. Even though we don't have too much time before the World Cup, we will look into it starting this game, and we will see slightly different lineup in this game, different groups of players playing together, and anything that we felt like we didn't see enough because of what we were preparing for. Now we're gonna have to implement in this game. In the first game, we saw what we needed to see. It was not necessarily for us to see; it was more to play together, to put these groups of players together. Where in game two, we're done with that. Now it will be more evaluative and for individual players and small group of players.
What else for Vlatko? Our Irish friends in the back.
Thanks, Vlatko. I just wonder, kind of in the wake of Saturday afternoon, and maybe any chance you've had to look back on tape, was there anything that surprised or impressed you with Ireland? And then I guess the second part, are you expecting Vera to shuffle the deck a lot tomorrow night?
I mean, first, I don't think anything surprised us. We knew it's going to be a tough game. We knew they're going to be organized. We knew they're going to be disciplined. We knew that they're going to position very low on the field and defend well and transition and look for the one or two opportunities. They've showed that in the last 8-9 games that they played, and they showed that they're very good at it. But I said after the game, the fact that we scored 2 goals and created 4 or 5 more goal-scoring opportunities for us was pretty good. And that's why in game 1 we checked the box that we needed to check, and in game 2 we're moving away from that, and it turns into more evaluative game now. With lots of changes on the roster, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see completely new 11 in the second half from what we saw in game 1. Now, is Vera going to do that? I don't know, but for us, it's not just this. For us, we also have to think that players like Becky, Sauerbrunn, Sophia Smith, Crystal Dunn will have to travel across the country and play a game in a couple of days. So we have to take that in consideration and give them as much rest as possible here. And then we're talking about those players on Friday, but then the rest of the team will have games on Saturday. So a lot of things are taken in consideration in putting this roster together, in this team together for tomorrow. And like I said earlier, with Rose, that goes to every other player. We can't take any chances.
Hi, Vlatko. I'm wondering how much you can share about how the team is doing in light of Mal's injury. I know it was an emotional time. And then also anything you can share about your decision to call Alyssa Thompson in to replace her.
Yes. So first, it was a tough moment for the team. This, no matter who gets injured, it is a tough moment because it's players' careers, players' futures are impacted, and the team is impacted. You know, Mel is arguably one of the best players in the world, and it's unfortunate what happened, but. I think that the team is doing well, and they do galvanize and bond around unfortunate things like this. So that's one thing. Another thing is Mel is. I mean, I'm sure you know this and you can tell, but she's a very lovable person. Like, she always has a smile on her face, and even in the toughest moments, she's with a smile on her face. She leaves the stadium with injury, with smile. I mean, it's not easy, but that's who she is. Like, she's not like that in one place and different in the other place. That's how she is in the environment. That's how she is in trainings when in in tough moments. That's how she's when she's happy. So and that rubs off on the rest of the team. So they everybody loves her in the environment. But in same time, we all understand that we have job to do past this now, and we gotta prepare for the World Cup. We gotta prepare, and we gotta do our job. And if there's a group of if there's a team that has a group of players ready to step in the moment, that's this team. We're happy with the players that we have, and now we added Alyssa Thompson, who we believe has ability to play against teams like Ireland, who are in the low block, who has ability to break down compact defenses, and that's why she's in the environment. That's why we wanted to come. We wanted her to come in, and I'm very thankful for our staff, support staff, that help us bring Alyssa in. Literally, she was pretty much in same time in St. Louis when we arrived. It was that quick. We have a system. We have a process in place for injured players, and on halftime, Alyssa was already packing her bags. So we will see Alyssa on the field. It's only a question how much.
Hence.
Hi, Vlatko. How much of a challenge is Mal's injury for you, given she was one of the few players you had pretty much said she's on the roster? And if you do have to make a replacement, you've got a lot of depth at the forward position. Does that make it, I don't want to say easier or better, but it does give you more options?
Yeah. So first, it is a challenge. I can say here and say, "Oh no, we're great." No, she's a great player. She's you don't replace Mallory Pugh that easy. We all know that. But if there's one thing that I've learned in this job is how to deal with the difficulties. And in this 3.5 years that I've been on the job, this is not the first time something like this happened. That different difficult moments or situations have been thrown at me personally or the coaching staff, and we just learned that we can't go around it. We just have to face it straight up, and we're ready for it. In some ways, we were preparing certain players for moments like this, and we think that we will have a good answer. Like I said, we're happy with the group of players that we have. We're happy with their form, and we're happy with their abilities. It's just a question which one is going to be the one that will fulfill that spot. Now, if that was a different position, I don't think it was going to make any difference. We were probably going to take the same approach.
Who do we got left? Go ahead. Yeah.
Hey, Coach. For the St. Louis soccer fans who have probably never seen Alyssa Thompson play, can you describe some of her traits, her abilities that will inevitably entertain them?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I'm going to say, she's an exciting player. She has abilities to turn in small areas that not many players have, and it's not just a turn, but she accelerates with the ball and runs the defenses with confidence. I almost want to say sometimes for an 18-year-old, it's a borderline arrogant when she goes at you, but she can eliminate players on a dribble, and we've seen her score some good goals as well. So excited to have her in the environment, and looking forward to see her on the field.
Last two, Megan Lakin.
Vlatko, I know Becky would never want a play designed for her to score a goal, but I do want to ask if you think that before the end of her career, if she will ever score one for the U.S. Women's National Team. And also, if it happens while you are coaching, what your reaction is going to be.
Okay. We did have one designed for her in the last game, but lots of credit to Ireland for defending well. I don't think it's anything will be designed in this upcoming game, but I do want her to score a goal in one of the future games, I would be very happy first for the team because I really enjoy when we score goals, but also I will be very very happy for Becky as well.
Lakin, go ahead.
I know that probably would have been a better question to end on, but just a housekeeping question. I know the diagnosis for Mallory is a torn patella tendon in her knee, but was it partially torn, fully torn? Has she already had surgery? Just
I'll take that one. We're just going with torn for now. She's getting further evaluation in Chicago, and then I'm sure she will make sort of her timeline available to the public when she wants to.
so she had surgery?
No,
or-
not yet. No. Okay.